we're gonna get to the show.
Okay.
'Cause eventually, that's what we're leading up to. We're gonna get to the show.
The show.
The next level. But I wanna know a little bit more about you first.
Yeah, for sure.
And
what's up?
So coming to Chabot, you were about your business to help you as an entertainer, as a company.
Yes.
So you could build a better company.
Yes.
What classes have you taken? I mean, what have you picked the major?
My major is gonna be probably mass communications and television radio television. I haven't finished all my the basics. You know, I kind of went backwards. When I first came here, I took Final Cut, Pro Tools, because I talked to the counselor, and he's like, "What do you want to do?" You know, and I'm like, I want to strengthen my skills in my business. I want to open my business up and be successful in my business. And he says, well, what do you need to take? And I'm like, well, these are the classes I need to take to make my business better. But I need to take all my English and math and stuff to get my degree. So he says, hey, you know what? Do what you got to do to enhance your business and get that out the way. And because, you know, if your business launches, you might not need these extra classes. I mean, you're going to be making money now in your business, so you know, but at the same time it's the balance. So now that's why I'm still here. You know, I'm still trying to complete that. So that's what I am, man. I'm trying to give the balance in the game.
Well, see, in a way it's kind of messed up, because if you think about it, it's like in order to get a degree you have to, it's like being well-rounded. You have to get your general education plus your major courses, but in actuality I'm here for my major, not the general degree. But I think being in our business, whether you're in photography, film, or music, having these other classes like astronomy or English will only add to your creativity.
Of course,
you know, I think.
Of course.
But it's kind of like, it's almost a hassle, because it extends your time that you have to be here, and people are trying to get in and out.
So what you're pretty much that's why I focused on what I need to get done, instead of what I'm thinking I want to do. See, you got people that go to school and they don't know what they want to do. I met someone that was going to become an engineer, and now he's going to be a nurse, and now he want to be a scientist.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I mean, they jump around from topics to topics. It's like they don't really know where the direction. And school gives you that choice to, like, okay, options. School is options. But see, I'm not here to waste my time. You know, I already know where I'm going, and I want to do what I'm doing. That's why when I first came, I went straight to the newspaper. I went straight to the radio. I went straight to television. You know what I mean? I went straight to all these departments in media that I was like, okay, this is what I need to get locked in first. And now they're all locked in. Now it's time to just take it to the next level and really do it. So
officially, student of Chabot 2009.
About that,
So that's when the next level started.
That's when the next level started.
That's when the next level started. Okay, so
as well as the TV show that we're gonna get, and the radio TV show.
Okay, the TV show. You had a TV show.
Well, I had a TV show, Chabot.
Okay.
Remember? I don't know if you remember, but I had one with Sujoy and everything. I think that's when I started doing. I had like my own TV show, the Next Level TV. It was a TV show.
Okay.
Which I had no name for it yet. It wasn't the Next Level TV at that time. At that time, it was just a show. I think it was called, I don't even know what it was called really, but I would bring a lot of acts into the TV station and bring up and do a bunch of acts. I had a bunch of people. It was a pretty dope show. I will tell you right now, I think my show was the livest show at Chabot at that time, because ain't nobody was knocking out as many people coming into the TV station back to back to back. You know, it was just like, okay, 15 minutes, boom, next 10 minutes, boom, and it would just be like a bunch of artists or bands. It just create a lot of dope stuff. So you know, I didn't have no name for that time.
So you've had the TV show. Bringing on acts and groups. You were part of the newspaper.
Part of the newspaper.
What was that like?
It was great. A lot of work, a lot of learning, a lot of time consuming. You know, at that time I didn't know the programs, so I would have to be here at the TV, at the newspaper, and just learn the program, learn the format, you know, and process of completion and stuff like that. So and
so then finally first came the show, and then came the radio show.
Then I've always wanted to do radio. So when I first came to Chabot, I was like, I'm gonna take a break from radio, because I was just so stuck in radio for a while.
You know, I was sick of it.
I mean, it just was like, it was so much work. You know, when I kept coming off of K-Down where I was at, and then I met Brooke Hogan, Hulk Hogan, Exhibit. You know, Frankie J, Bone Thugs, and like these bigger artists. Like it was just a lot of work, and like I never really had the opportunity to network and meet them like I really wanted to or do anything. It was just like I saw them there. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're here, but I just didn't know what to do at that time.
Quick question: What exactly did you do at K-Don?
I was promotions, you know. I was street team,
okay.
Van driving. I was just out there networking, just going to all the parties. At Gilroy, since I lived across the street from the club that we always would open up, I was the one with all the banners, setting up all the banners before the show came on, and I was the one setting up for most of the shows in that city because I was just across the street. So now they didn't have to drive 30 minutes to set up for the show. They just called me like, yo, can you set up for the show? All right, cool. Bam, bam, bam. Set up the whole thing. And they could come in like 10 o'clock at night now, 11, instead of coming early setting up. So I was the one doing that at that time in that city for them.
Okay. Now back to, so you came out here, you wanted to take a break from radio.
I went to TV.
So you went to TV, and then what? Then you just...
I had my own show. And then I came to Bernard, which is the program director right now, and still is, then and still is. And I was like, yo, you know, I'm from radio. Yeah, and he knew that when I first came in. I just wanted to chill a little bit off of the radio because I wanted to take a little break. So I took, I think, maybe like a year or something just to chill out. But then 09 is when it popped off. So I think... The Jacka was my first artist, you know, and he was.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was, and he was He was really, really popping at that time, you know, like it was all this stuff. And come to find out, he lived down the street from Chabot, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be there today," and I'm like, "What?" Like, and people, I think everybody in the class was looking at me kind of weird because I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna have the Jack on my show," and people didn't take me serious at this time, you know. There was like, "Oh man, I've been trying to get the Jack over here. You ain't gonna get no Jacka," and I'm like, because I met him through K-Don. So you know, but I from the Clear Channel, those channels that I met these people from, all I did was just scroll down my phone and be like, okay, because I asked the people in the class, I'm like, who do you want to get over here? You know, they're like, oh, you ain't gonna get no Jacka. Oh, go get the Jacka. I'm like, all right, you know, and I made some calls, and little do you know, he's like. Management, which is Golden Mean, shout out to Golden Mean, PK, he's like, yo, I'm gonna be there tonight. I'm like, whoa, like that just, and then boom, I brought the Jack in. I was kind of nervous because it was my first major artist first and interview as well, and I was recording all of them, so you're gonna see like how everything go, like how I get better at what I do. But I was a little nervous, and it ended up dope, you know, that was my first, and then I kicked it off, boom. Then it just
that was it. Your show has been on for 3 years.
About 3 years, yeah. And I just been going hard in this last year. I'm going hard in the paint. Like it's just I'm just going super hard right now.
How do you decide on guests?
How do I decide on guests? It's a secret, man. You know what I mean? Like it's a secret, but I'll unleash the secret with you. Okay? So. You heard it right here with my dude Heims. You know what I mean? The next level. Pretty much, I know all the record labels. Def Jam Island, you know, Jive, all of these record labels, right?
Right.
They told me, when I went out there to LA or whatever, and I worked with A&Rs. So in 06, I was part of competition with The Game, Nelly, Mark Pitts from Jive Records, all this stuff. I was doing the thing, and I've learned a lot from record labels. So when I talk to A&Rs and other record labels, everything falls back. Build a fan base. Develop your fan base. I have down south. I got a pretty good fan base in my old city and everything like that. I can go there and it's still live. You know, everybody know I'm dope and I got it cracking out. Yeah. So with guests, developing a fan base. That's the key. So I'm developing a fan base with the key. But as a guest, I gotta look like they need to do numbers, right? I gotta look at people that have their own fan base. And are doing numbers. So my guests are people that are on like KMBL, 94.9, been on TV, stuff like that. So those are automatic guests, and that's the automatic I reach for. Anybody doing numbers, signed with record labels, those are automatic. As of underground, how do I decide that? They got to have a fan base. They got to do numbers. They got to do video. They have to have videos. They got to have maybe a website. Or I gotta be a fan of them. Like I'm like, oh, this guy's pretty tight, man. I want to be able to get him on my show.
Right.
You know, like this guy was on American Idol the other day, and he called me. He's like, yo, I was on American Idol. I'm like, okay, that automatically gets him in. You know, like anybody that's done something like that on that scale gets them in. So, and I just bring them all on. And at the same time, it's the balance, building the fan base. You know, it goes back to like, hey, you know, we're helping each other. And And I just and that's how I developed that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
My next question would be, how do you find the guests? But I guess through your channels.
Channels, networking. Man. Networking. Number one, the most powerful one is word of mouth. The streets is the most powerfulest network. You can never beat that. It's just because word of mouth is the fastest way anything goes around. Number one, and you got to be able to go into the streets and network. You know what I mean? And grab these people because sometimes they're too big to even come here. Which we talk about, like how I got Yin Yang twins or whoever. I don't, either way. Or that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? You just gotta be able to. That's one. Word of mouth. Number two is gonna be the internet is the next powerfulest tool. Twitter, Facebook. If you're still on MySpace, websites, internet is man.
Do you ever cold call? Ever cold calling, like you might call up a record label, or you might
I call them all the time,
and just, hey, I'm interested in this artist, and signing. And cold calling is not bad neither. Cold calling sometimes works.
It's half the time, because they know you're serious. So I do call people up all over the world, and I'm just like, yo, boom, boom, you know what I mean? They're like, what you call? And my number's on Twitter, so. Everything's off your phone now, so this technology is amazing. It's fantastic. And I got my number on Twitter, so I've got some crazy calls where people waste my time, but the balance in that is great because you have half the people that are wasting your time, but then you got another half that are worth the wait.
Yeah.
So I don't mind doing that.
What's the purpose of the show?
It's the next level. It's technology. It's technology. It's to its fullest extent. It's taking it to the next level. Not everybody brought this many people on my show. Not anybody brought this many people to Chabot.
To Chabot.
To Chabot
College.
Chabot College in Hayward. As fast as I'm doing it consistently. You got people that are coming every hour to the hour on my show. 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, you know what I mean? And they're heavy hitters. On top of that, you're getting videos from each one of these people, and they're dropping by 6 in the morning. So by the time they wake up the next day, all these videos are out.
Well, then, also at the same time, we can't knock Chabot because Chabot has a long history of alumni of people who have gone to Live 105. They've gone to KMEL,
and they still are doing it.
And they're still doing it.
Yes.
And they've used Chabot, KCRH, or the television station, KCTH as a catapult, to get them to the next level.
The next level, and that's what I'm kind of doing, because the college, number one, is fan base. So that's where you develop. This is base. This is fan base. How do people blow up? Because there's a lot of people that can relate to you here. I could go out here and they're like, oh, I went through that, or the artists I'm bringing. So I can definitely relate to them. And I'm not knocking Chabot because without Chabot, this wouldn't be possible. So I love Chabot for that, man. The school, the whole thing, and I wouldn't have thought this was possible, I kind of, when I first came to the radio, it was just learning it. I never really had guests. I was just playing music. It's a powerful tool. Technology, the system, the programs it's running, the technology. We're evolving. I'm not knocking Chabot, but the evolution of Chabot is right here.
Right.
The evolution.
Right now, and you're a part of it.
You're a part of it. Yeah, we are a part of it.
Well, we are a part of it. That's right, because we're all in the same.
Yeah.
Trying to
make it.
Trying to go up.
Yeah.